Come in to stay. Come into my heart, Lord Jesus. Good morning, guys. How are we doing? Captain Underpants, great book, fantastic. Keep reading, good stuff. How you doing, young man? All right. So, wow. How many of you guys like parties? Oh, they're so much fun, huh?
Pastor JP, last night
Okay.
was my friend's birthday.
It was your friend's birthday, so you were at a birthday party? Very good. Anybody else at a party recently? You, Miss Jocelyn? Which party? Whose party?
My cousin's birthday.
Your cousin Blakesley's birthday. You got lost in a maze. Oh, boy, that sounds like a fun way to have a party.
All of us went in the swimming pool.
Parties are so much fun. You know, yes, Connor, yes? You got into a what fight? I didn't hear you. Nerf gun. I'm sorry. My children tell me my hearing is not as good as it used to be, and I'm sure they're right. So there was a Nerf gun fight at a party yesterday. Very good. Tomorrow night, my soccer team is going to have its soccer team party. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be doing some s'mores and hot dogs and playing soccer and fun stuff.
Well, last time I went camping.
You went camping. That's like having a party too, isn't it? There's all kinds of fun ways to have a party. We had a psalm this morning, and it said, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies," which is a way of saying God sets up a party for us, even sometimes when things are going bad, which is kind of nice to know. And I have a story for you that is a party story. It's a wedding party. How many of you have been at a wedding and been to the party afterwards? You guys have been, some of you have been to weddings? Weddings are fun, and the parties afterwards, they are fun too. So here's the story. Jesus' mom was invited to this wedding, and somehow or other, Jesus got to go too. This is when Jesus is an adult, and Jesus' disciples are going too. So there's this big group that came with this one invitation. And they're at the party, and they're starting to run low on wine. And Jesus' mother, no, this is in the Bible. It's in John's Gospel, chapter 2. So I'm not making this one up. Okay? Okay, well, you'll have to read this story. Okay? Okay, I know he's got his Bible. I saw it. It's beautiful. So they're starting to run out of the wine, and Jesus' mom, because she's close to the family, she knows about the problem. And she goes to Jesus and she says, "Hey, son, they're running low on wine." Mom! You ever do that?
Yes.
Yeah. So what am I supposed to do about it?
Can't we do anything?
And then here's what mom does. Mom goes over to the servants that are helping to run the feast and serve the stuff and says, "Hey, do whatever he tells you." And she says it loud enough so he can hear. Mom. So Jesus goes over to the people that are running the feast and he says, "You see those big stone water jars? They're like this big around and this tall. I mean, they're huge. And they're things that people would use to wash up and get clean before the feast." He says, "See those big stone water jars? They're empty now because people already cleaned up. Fill them with water." So the servants say, "Okay." They go fill it with water. And then Jesus says, "Dip out a ladle, take it to the one who's running the feast, the caterer." Now somewhere, somehow, at some point in the story, the water's been turned into wine. Now, we're not told exactly when it happens, and apparently Jesus is not even standing there. It's just turned into wine. And they take it to the master of the feast. And he takes a sip. And he says, "That's the best wine. What do you..." And he goes to the groom, and he says to the groom, he says, "Usually people serve the best wine first, not last." Wow, this is good stuff. And the party continues. Does anybody know about the miracle? What? Yeah. We know about the miracle. The master of the feast who's running everything, the head caterer, he didn't know anything about it because all he knows is he gets to taste the wine. The groom, he didn't know anything about it either. The only people who knew about it were the servants and Jesus and his disciples and probably Jesus' mom. Yes, sir. Well, I think Jesus made it happen too. Jesus, I think, enjoys a good party, which is pretty a nice thing to know about Jesus, isn't it? Yeah. So, and guess what? I think he invites us to his parties, which is pretty cool. You guys pray with me? I invite you to close your eyes and repeat after me. Dear God, thank you for Jesus. Thank you that he took care of a party. Thank you that he invites us to his party. Amen. Amen. All right, well, those we've got worksheets for